After a full day of acclimatizing and that hike to Milarepa's cave, it's time to move on. His story is wild though. Milarepa is the only person ever said to have climbed the treacherous Mount Kailash. And not just that, he actually reached enlightenment there. From a serial killer to a saint in one lifetime. An awesome story, beautifully told to us by the principal of the Buddhist monastery we visited in Nepal. And now we are about to continue on our own spiritual journey to this mystical mountain. But it won't be easy. We're gaining almost 2 kilometers in altitude in just one day by car. The effects hit fast. Headaches, no appetite, pure exhaustion. Every step feels heavier. But the reward waiting for us at the next stop makes it all worth it. The sacred lake Mansarovar. And the moment we arrive, I know it was all worth it. Almost instantly, I get hit with a wave of insights. It's like Source just opened a tab. Suddenly, I start making sense of things I've been wondering about from the very start of this epic trip. How this complex Hindu system works with all these gods fitting together. It's been on my mind for a while, and now standing here, things just start clicking. Some of these insights have even made their way into my book, which I will be releasing soon. So you don't want to miss this one. Sit back and enjoy this new episode of Yours to Source.
Mount Kailash, crown of the earth, axis of existence, where the soul finds rebirth. Through barren land.
Good morning, everybody. I just
Sorry, because it's like a mirror for me more than anything.
Is our hair looking good? Good morning, eh? So you need to make yourself pretty. We just had our little start on our breakfast. And we learned that the Lake Mansarovar is the best place to do the puja. Also for the ceremony, for the program wise of the tour. So I got this number from a priest in Pashupatinath, Kathmandu, and I got the number of a priest in Kailash. But I'm not able to reach out to him with my phone. I don't have a local number, WhatsApp is not working, nothing. So I just asked if I could borrow a phone with a Chinese local number so that I can get in contact with him. So let's try. And because the thing is with China, of course, it's like completely restricting all of the American big tech companies. So you're not able to use any of the normal communication lines that we are used to. And I have an East Indo, so no local number.
Better you know not to book it.
No?
Because I told you yesterday, I can try to, you will get a puja with other groups.
No.
Because here, all the groups going to Kailash, those all guide, we know each other. I just tell to guide, it's okay.
Okay, sounds good. That should be fine. Yeah, I don't need to call.
Kathmandu, but then Kathmandu tell you, give you number, what he said. He said, okay, my friend, there, my friend, you will tell. Maybe it's true, maybe it's... Yes, he's also looking other people, then through other people he has to tell any others. Huh? I told you, actually...
No, we can definitely try it that way, but I like to...
So there was like a priest in India, where was it, that gave you the name of a priest in Kathmandu that gave you a name?
So I've been like connected with one priest from one destination to the next my whole
But
trip.
that's fine.
And it has been really, really interesting, beautiful.
Okay, that is no problem. But
Look at that amazing tops, like such a nice place to live if you're like surrounded by mountains like this. Epic mountains. Yesterday we were not able to see it because it was all in the clouds. Oh, look at it. If only that cloud would be gone, it would be even more majestic. Okay, let's see what we find. Let's try this stairs. we're getting all these handy tips to deal with altitude. So you cannot drink alcohol because it's dehydrating, and it basically is a sense of
if you're taking medicine, you also
getting enough oxygen in your body, and oxygen is also, of course, transported through water, H2O. So it's like
No, that's not. No. No, it's not the
that's
oxygen.
not the way it goes.
The oxygen. So the thing
Water
is,
is
at altitude you get dehydrated faster because your body needs to pump much more blood because in the air there is 14% oxygen while you're used to sea level where there's 21%. So each breath you're getting less oxygen. So you need more breath and you
And that
dehydrate
requires
because
more blood
also
pumping.
it's cold but it's sunny and you don't realize it. So you get dehydrated faster. You're walking, it takes you more energy, so yeah.
okay. So it's more blood circulation than
Exactly, and the oxygen that the hemoglobin, I don't know how to say it in English, it's hemoglobin, carries the oxygen.
Look at the peak over there. It's gorgeous. It's too warm. And then the other thing was that you shouldn't swim or do like cold showers or showers at all. At like the next destination we're going is 4.5 kilometers high, and he said we should not shower
Well,
there
because then you don't get sick.
because you're more likely to catch a cold. And once you catch a cold at those altitudes, it's even more risky. What's the consequence? Your immune system gets weakened because of the cold, and it makes you more vulnerable to altitude sickness as well. Okay, that's a pretty cool view.
The power of China, you see? The mountains of Tibet and the power of China in construction.
Yeah, they sure know how to
They sure know how to control shit.
how to build stuff. It's impressive. All stacked up. Plenty of snacks. Ready for the next stop, Saga.
Saga, which is not a small walk.
It's not a small walk. We learned that. Go. And it's such an amazing joy to drive through these landscapes. It's like breathtakingly beautiful mountains. And this is like a little stop for the road. Oh boy. So nice and cooling. Look at that. You can see that the landscape is slowly changing. Trees are disappearing and everything is turning more and more into deserts. Making some nice hairpin bands to gain altitude. And the guy says that it's like the tops of these are 5 kilometers,
Yeah,
but the pass, yeah, but the pass we're going through is like carved out, but the roads is a bit lower. But this is the kind of soil and atmosphere, and how do you say, conditions we'll be facing. Oh wow, and look at the mountains in the back. That big. We're gaining height, ladies and gentlemen, we're gaining height. Okay. Time to acclimatize a little.
Okay, then we go but like 2.5 hours. Okay. Do just exercise for like
Amazing. Freedom.
yeah.
Beautiful. Man, I have been needing to wee a lot. But in the bus, in the van, I have been practicing my mantras that my guru gave to me. And it has been giving me quite some input on what to focus on and how to do things. Well, it is a little bit of a lightness in the head for sure, man. Okay, let's let it sink in. I'm a bit lightheaded now. Okay, let's acclimatize. Let's breathe. Big breaths. Take in that oxygen. Do you have a religion?
We are all Hindus.
Hindu?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was wondering, maybe you can tell me. I had a theory, but I haven't seen any sources that confirm it.
Mm-hmm.
But is the Mount Kailash
Yeah.
and the ring, the Kora around it,
Yeah.
is that where the Shivling is based on? Because it's exactly the same shape. It's basically a huge
Yeah.
Shivling.
It's
No?
a sibling, but
Like the
you
Abhishek
can see
around it.
Shiva and Parvati. We call Shiva Shakti.
Okay. But about the Shivling, it's not anywhere confirmed.
No.
It's just my
Yeah.
imagination.
Yeah.
right?
Imagination.
Was very noticeable that we're on high altitudes. When I was trying to talk with these guys on my thing, I was like catching breath the whole time, just walking. We have arrived in Saga.
Okay, sorry, can I have your passport?
Oh, guys, passports! Come back!
Because they need registered every hotel we have.
Police. The police needs to know
haven't been registered.
every single step in Tibet. It's truly impossible to do this on your own. You really need
205, huh?
like an agency. Here we go again. Man, I do feel a bit weird. You?
A little bit headache, yeah.
I don't have a headache, but I'm short breath.
You should do the right arm and the middle finger, that's the best. I checked on Google. 86.
86.
That's not too
Hi. 87. It's getting better. You need to be around 89.
You need to be around
90.
90.
90?
89, 88, 89.
You need to be about
The only
95,
thing
right?
is, no. So when you're at altitude, at this altitude, you can be around 90 because of the altitude. This, then you put it on. Is it in fully?
Mhm.
Yeah. Breathe normally. But you should breathe more. Eh?
I also feel very lightheaded, so it does align with the data aligns with my personal
But this doesn't really mean
experience.
that you're lightheaded, but
85 on average. We are at 4.3.
now 4.4 even.
4.4. Heading out into Saga. Nima said it was quite a lot bigger city than in Purong.
Yeah?
We're taking this lovely river view as a moment to catch our breath.
Oh my god. Let's go get this garlic soup.
We found something that looks authentic enough for Ninachi. And we decided to have some garlic soup, which is good for
Altitude.
acclimatization. You dare to go in first? This is like super Tibetan, it's amazing. Hello. Okay. Let's see if we can order something here.
No. You want food?
Food?
Yeah.
No food?
You want
Is it or no?
you?
Yeah?
Yes.
You?
No food?
No?
You?
Yes, food?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thanks.
Steamed rice.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Spicy.
Yeah, yeah.
Extra.
Nice.
Okay. Spicing things up a little. Needs to take a bit of use to, because there's like I think the metal of the pan leaves a little bit of taste behind, which is like something you need to get over with. But once you're used to it, it's actually really nice. I also found one. Helps a lot. I like it. I also have a little bit of stomach ache. My stomach was already not reacting too well, and then I think
But
the milk and the coke
do you
is making some gastric
do you have nausea?
nausea. No.
Because that's the only symptom that you have of altitude sickness.
Okay, we're finished here.
Bye.
Made some
Thank
friends.
you very much. It was really good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was very nice to meet you guys.
Welcome here.
Yeah,
Welcome.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Next, welcome here.
Thank you.
Next time.
Huh?
Next time we're welcome.
Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. It was a nice little experience. People are looking at me, looking at us like aliens. It's amazing.
I feel a bit weird about it, but it's fun.
This cafe has free oxygen, and free parking, and free internet. Sounds pretty good. Free internet, I need that.
I think I'm fine with free oxygen right now.
I would love some free oxygen. Okay, good morning, folks. Packing our bags. Both woke up with quite some headache and Nina also some dizziness. So there's definitely some mild symptoms of the altitude increase. We have the pills that we took from home from the doctor. So maybe we start today. Also, you have electrolytes, you said. It's a smart idea to put it in drink in the water too for extra hydration. We both had quite a tough night.
Oh, it's top night.
We didn't sleep too well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the, I think because of the altitude. Dumpling. And a little bit of soup, rice soup.
Yeah, the rice.
The rice water.
Rice powder.
Rice water. Okay.
鱼条拿几个？
两个吧。
拿2个鱼条。2个。
Nice. This is real Chinese countryside breakfast.
This is for you, huh? This is not meat. And this is also garlic. Chilies.
Radish.
Radish. They have also garlic. Okay, have it.
Thanks.
Whole day of driving ahead of us. 8 to 9 hours. 500 kilometers. And then we're at the Mansorova Lake.
Meters. Yeah.
4,900 meters. Almost 5K.
20 minutes rest.
Toilet break. Breaky.
It was horrible, man.
I'm quickly going in, back in for the viewers. Look at this. It's really disgusting. A hole in the ground with like a big pile of everything. Ah, man. 5,211 meters high. Lake Mansarovar in sight. There he is.
Stop here. We can see Kailash, we can see Mansarovar. This is Tibetan, we call the Changzela. Changzela means we get here, we do prostration Kailash and Mansarovar and praying.
This is where the people get the stuff for the pujas. We are gonna get out here. And we can see Mansarovar and Kailash from here. This is a prayer point where people can
Pray.
do the preparations for the prayer. They say that the gods will come down here,
The mountains and take bath.
come down from the mountain and take a bath during the night.
Could I take something?
Hello. Okay, so I'm going to give in to Big Pharma. I stretched it as long as I could, but it's not really. I can't really handle it anymore.
This is ibuprofen. It's 200 milligrams, so I would take 2.
Sounds good.
Maybe take it with water, not with the electrolyzer.
Yeah. Can you film me while I sell my soul?
Madonna, schatje, alsjeblieft. Hè. But where's the water? Sell my soul.
Sorry for everybody that's watching, but I'm disappointing right now. I'm doing ibuprofen.
And also eat a cracker, because you should always have a little bit of food in your stomach when you have those type of things. I'll take this just to make sure that you don't throw it.
Good afternoon.
Hi, hello.
We are approaching the center of the world. Axis Mundi. Look at this. You can see the entire lake. Mansarovar National Nature Reserve. Can go down real quick to touch the lake. Have our personal blessing. Forgiving of our sins. We have the second mountain. Across the entire lake. View of the mighty Mount Kailash. Jai Shri Mahakal. Jai Shri Shiva. This time, the most sacred lake. Man, I took that ibuprofen just in time.
Ibuprofen?
I took some ibuprofen half an hour before we arrived.
Yeah, I need to
Else
take
I wouldn't have been able to appreciate this, enjoy this so much. Thank you, thank you, Big Pharma. So basically here the same thing goes up for big water bodies as what I have been explaining in Ujjain as well, so you should check that video on how this, I believe that it actually indeed helps to have a dive in these kinds of big water bodies to neutralize negativity in your body. So you could also name that as sins. But the fact that it's so close and it has this special shape, if you look at it from above, it has like, you can imagine the shape of the moon and the sun kind of next to each other. So it's like a yin and a yang kind of relationship between these two water bodies that are also so close to that sacred place, which is Mount Kailash, which is why
perfect.
it makes it such a special place. And with the sun of the moon, the yin and the yang, of course representing masculine, the divine masculine and divine feminine energies that are presented here in this place, represented by this gorgeous water body, this gorgeous lake. And there it is, standing proud, alone, the peak standing out of the crowd. Thing that I still wanted to add, because that book that I have already covered a little bit earlier, I want to highlight a specific part of it, which is really beautifully in the beginning describes the book, I mean Awakening Shakti. When I was talking about the divine feminine and divine masculine, the way that you kind of need to understand that is that the divine feminine is the life force that wants to just create everything, the creative force, the chaos and just the flow of source into everything. And the divine masculine, in that way, you need to see as consciousness. The consciousness which is the filter through which the life force is structured and guided and made aware to us. So we, as our seemingly individual state of being, which is only an illusion in the physical realm, the physical body, physical field that we're in, but the consciousness that we have that is possible through our bodies makes it that we can guide that divine feminine life force energy into certain directions, create it, develop, manifest certain things into physicality, into reality. And it's really that dance between our consciousness and raising our consciousness and reaching higher states of consciousness to understand it more on how to work with the life force energy. That's the dance between the female and the masculine. And I think that's and I think a dance is like a beautiful way to say it, and also that's why in Hindu religion, in Hindu philosophy, it's also called the dance of Shiva and Shakti, where Shiva is the divine masculine. Shiva is the divine masculine represented, and Shakti is the goddess, the mother goddess, the divine feminine. And those two components together is what makes our experience possible that we are having here. And one other, the thing that I just wanted to get into when I had a little bit of realization about Shiva, in where here in the whole story behind Mount Kailash and in Hindu philosophy, it being the abode of Shiva, the place where Shiva resides, where Shiva is sitting in eternal meditation, which is his home, and where also his entire family, Parvati and Nandi, and so the female consort of Shiva in that form, and Nandi, the animal consort, and his whole family also, like I think the children, Ganesha, basically it's the whole family resides there. And what I got to understand from the book, also when I did that little review at the airport in Delhi, and I made you understand like these different, or like I explained that I understood through it how the different levels of our being, so the bliss body, the wisdom body, the energy body, the physical body, how they are kind of like, how you can align the different levels of gods, Hindu gods, with them. So with Shiva and Shakti really being in the core of that, and every layer you step out, you go more into things becoming more fragmented and more physical. So things become mental, things become energetic, things become physical. Also the different gods and deities that Hinduism is venerating are aligned with that. Basically, Shiva is one name for two different representations within that model, in where we have Shiva, which is part of the Trimurti with Brahma and Vishnu in a little bit more of a physical form, and we have Shiva really in the core together with Shakti, so the divine masculine and the divine feminine that are having this dance together to create our experience. And that Shiva is also called Shiva, but it's a different concept is meant with it. So that's, I think, an important distinction to make here. But I would really like it if this Mount Kailash would be maybe not that much aligned with the gods of destruction, but more with that primordial, that more core of our being, of our source, the divine masculine, our consciousness that is helping to shape the life force, the creation, the divine feminine into a structured way of being. And everything I just talked about, we can see if this insight develops further over time. While we're here, in touch, connecting with this amazing, wonderful place, and I'm so freaking excited that we've reached it and that we're here. Okay. We reached the guest house.
We reached the guest house.
Let's brace ourselves.
I'm concerned.
Okay, we reach Hotel California.
Nice.
Look at that. Okay. We can fit 3 more. Okay. Time for a sunset. And the majestic Kailash in the back. How do you greet it? What do you say as a mantra? Say
Shambho Shankara.
Shambho.
Shambho Shankara.
Shankara. Okay.
Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev.
I hope you enjoyed this little download from Source I received upon arriving at this divine lake. And if you did, I've put together an article that dives even deeper into the insights I shared in this episode. Soon, my book will be out. A collection of everything you need to make sense of your own spiritual journey. It's packed with answers to all the questions I had after my own spiritual awakening about 8 years ago. You can find the article through the link in the description box below, and if you join the mailing list, I'll make sure to keep you updated on the book launch as well. Trust me, this first burst of insights is just the beginning. Next time, I'll share even more revelations after an incredible morning meditation at the lake, and I will be taking part in some of the most powerful pujas one can experience in a lifetime. These ceremonies hit deep, especially as they brought up some profound emotions about my parents who recently passed away. So make sure to join us in the next episode of Yours to Source.